Hello, hi friend, welcome to Reliable Immigration Guide. Myself Rahul. Today in this video we are going to talk about really important factor, study permit of Canada. So what are the things do we need to apply as a study permit like a student visa? And in this video I'm going to talk about 5 different factors like get to know about the process and then who can apply, get the right documents, how to apply, and once you apply, what are the things that we need to check it out. So let's begin. So what is the study permit? Simple factor. The study permit is a document we Canada government issue that allows the foreign nationals to study at designated learning institution. So the short form is DLI in Canada. The amount, the fees is only 150 Canadian dollar to apply for a study permit, and most of the foreign nationals need a study permit to study in Canada. So make sure that you have all the documents you need to before you apply, and you should apply before you travel to Canada. Who can apply? We'll see the requirements to apply the study permit. So you can study in Canada if you have enrolled in DLI, Designated Learning Institution in Canada, proof that you have enough money to pay your tuition fees, living expenses for yourself, and if you're coming with the family, then you have to show that you have enough funds that you can have living expenses for your family members too, that those who are coming with you in Canada. Then the written transportation for yourself and your family member if they are coming. Obey the law, should not have a criminal record in your back home, and we need to have a get the police clearance certificate. Then you should be in a good health because they are going to do the medical exams, and then prove to an officer that you will leave Canada when your study permit expires. I know this is really a catchy point. Everybody, those who comes here in Canada for studies, most of the people, more than 95%, they always come to Canada on study permit to settle down in Canada. That's the best pathway I can tell you to come down in Canada, study in Canada, get the job, and apply for the nominee or express entry and get the permanent residency and eventually a citizen of Canada. But still, you need to have a really strong answer to prove the immigration officer that you will leave Canada when your study permit expires. There is a one stream called Student Direct Stream where you can get your study permit really faster. So if you live in China, if you live in India, Morocco, Pakistan, Philippines, Senegal, or Vietnam, these are the only few countries from where the students can apply through this stream, which is the Student Direct Stream, which is really faster, and you will get your study permit really quick. The third factor, right documents. This is really important for applying the study permit, and before you apply, if you're applying through the agents or if you're applying watching the YouTube videos, and if you're applying by yourself, really need to clear about your documentation, because that's one time chance. I know there are a few chances that if you miss something or if you get the refusal, you can apply again, but that needs a lot of documentation and the processing time is really high. Because and then if you have a rejection from the officer, then they know that this guy or a student already applied and they got the rejection, so that will be extra time. So you need to have a proof of acceptance, proof of identity, proof of financial support, and you may also need a letter of explanation, a certificate for the cubic, a declaration forms if the family members, those who have minors with them, and the other documents. So we will go through with all the important documentation in this video, that what do you mean by proof of acceptance, proof of identity, and proof of financial support. So what do you mean by proof of acceptance? Your school or the college must send you a letter of acceptance that include the original or electronic copy of your letter with your study permit application. In this documentation, the second point is proof of identity. So you should only have a valid passport as a traveling document, and citizens of United States, they have some options on identification documentation, so they have a different criteria for that. And the 2 recent passport size photos, they have their specification for the photos, and I'm gonna put the link below in the description, or if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment box. And the date of birth, name of the person should be written on one back of each photo. So both the photos, you have to have your name with the black pen and your date of birth mentioned on the both the sides of the passport size for photographs. For financial support, why this is really important as a proof of financial support. So you can prove that your funds with a proof of Canadian bank account in your name if you have transferred money to Canada, because nowadays they started a new thing that, like, it's been a long from last few years that you have to deposit the money in the bank in Canada. Guaranteed investment certificate, GIC, from participating Canadian financial institution, right? So Nova Scotia Bank or other bank, that you need to have a GIC certificate from the institution of the financial institution of the Canada. Proof of a student or education loan from the bank, which is really important. Your bank statements for past 4 months only. A bank draft that can be converted into the Canadian dollars, that you need to show that this is the bank draft and this was the money which was in your back home, and then you are converting that money into the Canadian dollars. Proof you paid tuition and housing fees already. So if you paid the tuition fees to the college, they will send you the a invoice or the receipt that you already paid the tuition fees for the first semester or both the semester at the same time. A letter from the person or school giving you the money. Proof of funding paid from within Canada if you have a scholarship or are in a Canadian funded governmental educational program. You're a simple, really a quick go through with the how much the money we need. So just for you, if you're coming as a student by yourself, you need Canadian $10,000, and the amount of funds required for a month is additional to the tuition fees, that will be Canadian dollars $833. If you are coming with the one family member, then 4,000 Canadian dollars extra. And if you are coming with the next person as a family member, that will be 3,000 Canadian dollars for outside Quebec. But in Quebec is expensive. So for you, that will be 11,000 a year as a tuition fee for Canadian dollar. If you're coming with the one family member, that will be 5,100 Canadian dollars. If you're coming with another family member which is under the age of 18, that will be around 3,800 Canadian dollars. And that's how it goes, and that's why Quebec is really expensive. So if you're doing any courses except Quebec, rather than Quebec, any part of the Canada, you got that all the numbers. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment box. Really important letter, which is a letter of explanation. What do you mean by explanation? So this letter helps the visa officer to understand you and your goals, why you want to go and study in Canada, and how you're going to come back and from Canada once you've done your study in Canada. So why you wanted to study in Canada, and that you understand your responsibilities as a student. And you should include this letter if you decide to apply for a study permit, even if you don't have to get a study permit for your program. The next document, which is language, IELTS, that is completely different with the provincial colleges and the universities and according to the courses. So you can go through with the website, or if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment box. And and also my tip is always try to get some colleges where think about your future, like why I'm going to get the admission in specific provinces like Quebec, Alberta, Saskatchewan, or BC, or Ontario. So what are the best provinces where we can you have a great future? Because once you complete your courses, what are the chances to get permanent residency? What are the chances to get the job? And then what are the chances that once you get the job, you can get the supporting documents to apply for the next procedure, rather than going here and there? Because most of the PNP nominee programs, they are always exclusively good for the students only. So I recommend you to apply for Alberta colleges, Alberta provinces, and Saskatchewan, because nowadays few years back there was a problem with the 20 hours work permit, because before you have to pass first semester and then only you can go to the Service Canada and then apply for for the SIN number, social insurance number, and then you can start the work. The life was really difficult. There was no that many jobs available where you can go and get the jobs right away in Alberta, Saskatchewan, or different provinces. So most of the people, they used to go to the Ontario because lots of population, jobs, you can do something in summertime, you can make some money out of there. But nowadays you don't have to worry about it. Once you land in Canada with all the documentation, you will get the study permit, as well as you will get the social insurance number at the same time. So you are good to go to work for 20 hours a week. So you can work, you can live in Alberta, you can live in Saskatchewan, because once you complete your studies, you can get the job right away, or like it will take few days. But once you have the references, once you know the situation in the same province, you don't have to move anywhere. You can get the job, you can get the supporting documents, and it will be really easy to get the nominee program within the province, because if you studied in the same province, so they always try to help you out. So this is the major factor that you need to consider while applying for the universities, because most of the agents, those who are in your back country like in China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or somewhere, they always try to get you in Ontario or BC, where the more populated or more populated provinces. But then again, for the next future, for the next step to get the nominee program or the express entry, that will be really difficult. Then people have to move around here and there and try to find another options. So please and please keep that in your mind. But if you have any questions, guys, please let me know in the comment box, and I am ready to help you out. And I'm going to make some more videos regarding the study permit, and what are the things that we need as a student, because I came as a student few years back, so I know the whole procedure and how to get the student permit, how to live in Canada, accommodations and expenses, how to get the nominee program, what are the factors we need to get the nominee program, and then eventually you can apply for the residency, and then you can become a citizen of Canada. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you like it, please hit the subscribe button, and please do not forget to share the video too. And if you need the information in Hindi, I do have a different channel which is in Hindi. The name is Visual News, which is fairly brand new, but I hope you will like it, and I'm gonna make the more videos in Hindi too. Thank you and have a great day.